If you haven't had the pleasure of meeting a Fieldhouse, then some of what you're about to see may surprise you. I myself have known the Fieldhouses for most of my life, yet I am continually astounded by their ability to have and realise the most incredibly fantastic, ingenious, and sometimes downright ridiculous ideas. As they build their new engineering and design company, I've been drafted in to capture their latest and much more exciting parallel project, Fieldhouse Challenges. So, enough from me, I'll hand you over to them to tell you a little bit more about it.
So my name's Damien Fieldhouse, and I'm one of the two directors of Fieldhouse Engineering Limited. The other one doesn't really matter that much. I can't even remember his name, but I think it's something to do with you, isn't it?
That's correct. My name's Adam Fieldhouse. I'm the other director of Fieldhouse Engineering. And we're basically a design company.
How did you come up with the idea for Fieldhouse Challenges?
Well, there's 5 of us, as in 5 brothers, and we all did a running distance challenge in December of 2020. And over the Christmas period, we thought, oh yeah, how else can we compete against each other? Because we like doing that, and running's not everyone's forte. So we thought, why don't we build something and in a controlled way with defined rules? And so yeah, we just came up with the AA battery drag race competition. For Fieldhouse Challenges, the plan is for 2021, we'll be releasing a challenge every 2 months.
The key principle behind them is we want to be able to have it so anyone can enter. So you can post your entry from anywhere around the world, comes here, we don't have to do much, and we can test it in whatever ways.
It'll always be completely free to enter as well, so anyone with who can afford the postal fee to us with their design.
Has got a good idea.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, and they forgot to mention, they're offering the winner £1,000. I arrived nice and early to witness the most professional of setups.
So it's race day. We're here at the unit, busy scraping off some little bits down to the nearest micrometer. Getting prepped. Everything's ready. We're ready to go. Let's get going.
What we did was we found all the holes in our floor, and then we just filled them in with polyfiller, and then we're now getting a little spatula and scraping it so that it's the same level as the concrete floor around it. So the buggies, when they go over, won't take off.
I'm really polishing this thing off.
Look at that, so much smoother than Adam's.
It's as smooth as a baby's bottom now.
Other forms of preparation also included a Michelin star breakfast.
What we've got going on here really is a bit of preparation snacks before we begin. Last night's takeaway, a la burnt onions and chips.
Lastly, before we start, the race course is set up to the specifications outlined in the brief.
Is there a mark over here?
Yeah, there should be a mark on this side.
What happens if they go outside the marked area?
We do stamp on them, unfortunately. Yeah, for the podium.
So how are they going to keep track of which entry crosses the 10 metres the fastest?
So what we've resulted on is just a smartphone app where I can flick through the frames and I can spot exactly when the start is, I can spot exactly when the finish is, get the time to the nearest like 0.1 of a second or 0.01 of a second probably.
Now that that's all cleared up, let's take a look at some of the entries, starting with one of the Fieldhouse spots. See what I did there?
Check out this beast.
So this is your entry, Damien.
The FEng mobile.
What else here? Are they?
4-wheel drive.
Call me the Joker.
2 quite large motors there on the wheels and the back. I don't know, it looks like he's glued it all together with PCB.
Maybe a bit of a redundant gear on there, so yeah. I mean it's pretty efficient. I can see some improvements, but it looks cool. Yeah, they've used a couple of shafts from say a remote control car or something. Yeah, so they actually use heat shrink as their axle, as their bearings. It's got a nice little spoiler at the front to keep the front end down. It must be going quite pretty some speed.
Fantastic.
It's got a nice little switch here. One interesting point is he wants to start this end going forward, not intuitively the way you think it should go, but if that's what he wants, then that's what he's going to get.
We've spent some time with that, and it just looks so good.
A motor which I got out of a pair of old beard trimmers.
Yep. A lottery card, isn't there?
Yeah, a lottery card.
So it's a little bit heavier than the other Brothers anti-rubber. It's like no solder whatsoever. It seems to be a nice simplistic design, you know, all mounted onto one sheet, got your battery holder there. Yeah, you can't really fault it.
Lovely 3D printed entry here.
Yep.
They've used some rubber bands by the looks of things around the wheels.
Yeah.
Glued them on with some super glue. Nice little motor clamp at the back there. I don't know if you can
very
see
well
that.
machined on that.
Didn't go for the press fit. Interesting.
What do you,
a nice little gear ratio here.
Fantastic. What do
Quite high gear ratio. It's got a little bit of a balloon to hold the battery in tight. It's all 3D printed lower chassis, and then 4 drone motors directly driving the wheels with some topper balloons for grips, and then a nice sort of aero fairing on the top to optimise the aerodynamics.
I like the balloons.
That's all we're really,
nice.
really fighting here.
Yeah. Does it clip on as well?
So we'll clip that back on.
that's nice. The mesh, obviously, they printed at the top. It's just a functional, like weight-saving way of printing it. Like honeycomb would have been better, but you know I can live with the lattice arrangement there. That's fine. If I unclip it either side, open it up, it's right there, ready for me to take it out. Little pull switch here, and he's tethered it as well, so that's good because we were getting a bit scared that people were going to do pull switches and not tether them, and then people might argue that 100% of the device wasn't crossing the finish line.
4 or 5 volt boost boards on here.
Yep.
The only issue is if you continue to put boost boards on here, you wouldn't be able to draw enough current from the battery for it to actually work.
Okay.
So it's a fine balance. It'll be interesting to see how boost boards play out in this competition, because I think they've definitely got potential. I'm not sure where he got the gears from or anything, but oh no, he got them from the Scale Electrics, didn't he? So they should work very well. He's got nice bearings, bush holders.
Good.
It looks like he's taken the back off some remote control car or something. Just used the wheels and put some O-rings around those wheels for extra grip. 3D printed chassis, it's about 100 grams or something, this one. He's got no bearings in there, it's just shafts going through 3D printed parts, so a little bit of resistance there, but it's again some nice squishy O-rings on the outside. I like the intricate gear ratios here. He's obviously chopped this out of some like helicopter motors or something. He's used 4 drone motors, which is what I've used, which are very quick. The first one it's got 2 drive shafts coming off one motor. Nice cute little switch there as well. He's got a very ingenious starting mechanism. As you can see, he's got these little sort of copper sheets that he's probably cut up with an X-Acto knife or something, and left them so they just don't touch. And then he's got this little magnet he's wrapped in a bit of copper foil, which you drop on top of these connectors, which will start the current. So it should be very quick switch off the line, I think.
Hang on a minute, Adam. What's going on with your hat?
Solar panel. And underneath, so when we step out into the light, get a nice cool breeze going down my face.
Oh, gotta get me one of those.
This is a very unique design. He's the only one to use an Arduino Nano, I believe. And he's got a boost board.
Are you doing MPPT? Maximum power point tracking?
And he's got a stepper motor here. So this is like an incredible entry. If you want to overdo the electronics, this is it. What he's done here is obviously used 2 drone motors with propellers, and he's just kept it super lightweight. It's definitely a heavyweight option. Probably the most amount of steel in this one. I believe it's just going to have a low centre of gravity on the body here, so that hopefully the middle bit doesn't just spin up backwards. I'm sure they've thought it through.
He's 3D printed them out, but they look such good quality. That CVT is so well engineered. It looks so good. Look at that!
Team build, Lucy Gale,
this might be even more aerodynamic than Senor Rapido. They've got a nice 3D printed spring mechanism for their battery. I think this is the heaviest one.
One of the heaviest at least.
Micro bearings on like a 1mm shaft here. It's super light.
There's quite a lot of tolerance there.
Yeah.
This is 410 grams.
What's it called?
It's in the heavyweight category along with that other monstrosity, so it's actually quite quick.
It's called Toby.
It's called Toby.
One Propeller Design. It was originally meant to fly, but it barely moves.
Really cool novel design with a single large propeller. The switch, which doesn't even sit in there as I designed. Battery holder, which isn't even straight. The motors are all sticking out at by different amounts. The housing is actually cracked there along the motor housing.
Yeah. Negative points.
Sadly, not all of the entries arrived in one piece.
Booster's broken in the post, unfortunately. It might still go with one wheel like that. We'll attempt it.
Are we done already? I'm hungry. I'm out of here.
Time for some lunch.
This is Victoria Fieldhouse's best quiche. It contains an assortment of greens such as peas, onions and beans. It's got a lovely moist layer of egg on top of a nice sort of crispy crust, all brown flour, and some nice melted cheese on top that's golden brown. One of the best quiches around.
And Mary Berry Fieldhouse over there.
Well, if Mrs. Fieldhouse's drag racer is any bit as good as her quiche, then we should have a real contest on our hands. Before we start, it's time to introduce the mechanic, another Fieldhouse.
If your design doesn't achieve its potential on race day, Robin will be the one fixing it and make sure that it does go over the line.
So, with the challenge all set, batteries in, there's nothing left to do but race.
Okay, are we ready? I just touched it!
That is, we have a serious competitor here, guys.
Wow! Go! Go! Oh! It's done it! Oh, it looks like it's going to be alright! Yes!
He's done it!
He's done it! Oh, that is great!
Let's go more.
Oh my god, explosion! It has to be all across the finish line as well. God, tap it on!
Yeah, we have fixed it.
Oh! It's got some wheels for the line now, huh? Oh!
Straight into it.
Oh! Oh my god, this is good. It's got some serious wheel spin, this one.
Right, so Adam's Speedster.
Senor Rapido 2.8.
So we'll just have so Senor Rapido here. Absolutely annihilated the time. Now that is Adam's design. Adam Fieldhouse, obviously one of the directors here. But so there is a cash incentive here. So we're just slightly concerned if he does win, we don't want people to kick off too much. So
Bit of a shady
we'll look towards to give it to more the second.
Go on, mate. Okay, ready?
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go! There's only one on. Only one of these ones on. You can see the lights come on. This is quick. Oh man! Oh, that's so annoying. It's exploded as well. Go! Oh my god! Go! Same problem. Go. Nice. You try this one again. Go. There it is. Go on. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa. Go. Come on. And across the line. Come on! It looks like the wheels might fall off.
Interesting design.
And across the line!
How cool is that?
3, 2, 1, go! Right, so 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that's the first time it's happened today. I was expecting to have a lot more. Go! Go! Go on, son! Go on, yeah! Come on! Yes!
Looks like Toby, the big red tractor, needs a little encouragement. Let's see if the mechanic can get him back in working order. In the meantime, Fragile, itself back from the garage, is hoping it can make it across the finish line.
2, 1, go!
That's gotta hurt. I think Fragile's had enough.
Come on, Insane Usain! Oh my god, it's self-steering back! It knows which direction the finish line's at. Yeah, go on! Come on! It's not quite planned.
Right in the gun.
Yes!
As the day is starting to come to a close, it's fair to say that things, if they weren't already, had started to get a little bit silly.
Go! Three, 2, 1, go! Okay, Archie, does it even work?
As far as I know.
Go!
With only a couple left to test, and one still in the garage, everyone's minds have started to turn towards who will be winning that £1,000 prize.
Effectively, the left.
Go! Cool. That was a good run. That elastic band worked wonders. We kept it going in a straight line.
Now that all of the entries have been tested and the results are in, it's time for Damien and Adam to decide who will win the £50 spot prizes. Categories include Most Intricate Design, Most Novel Design, and Best Box.
So I spent a long time ordering these and unpacking them all, putting them back together. And the first award goes to the most novel packaging out there. This is how we'd like them to be packaged, every single one in the future. Just like, don't even use a single strut across the top, just use like loads. Connect them all together with nice little M3 bolts. Oh, amazing. Lovely little mesh so you can see inside. Together. Yeah, so this award's for the best box.
Congratulations, Tezarek. You've bagged, or should I say boxed, yourself 50 quid.
The next prize, this was probably my favourite one out of the whole lot, and the prize is for the most intricate design. We had to go for ice cream for this CVT extravaganza. The amazing detailing of this 3D print is so good, and the fact that it runs on a perfect spiral all the way up when you wind it up, just the time and effort that's gone into that is commendable.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's the most intricate design.
I hope it doesn't melt.
This prize goes to the most novel design. So these are all pretty novel designs, to be honest. None of them are remotely similar. This novel design, it was really cool. I didn't expect it to work very well, but it got there. Got over the 10 meters. Goes to this beast here.
Number 36.
This is number 36. There's two-wheel machine. I think it deserves some recognition.
Well, you've got yourself recognition and 50 quid. Good work, Chariot AA. With all of the spot prizes awarded, it's time to discover who will be crowned King of the AA drag race. In third place, with a very respectable time of 3.01 seconds, is Tezarek. Not just a nice box then. Second, with the fantastic time of 2.92 seconds, is Plan B, which leaves first place with the exceptional time of 2.49 seconds. And winning the £1,000 is
the amazing pitiful pile of junk.
And as Damien rightly said, you just can't slow this one down. So, as the first edition of Fieldhouse Challenges comes to a close, the guys have decided to have a little bit of fun before they send back all of the entries.
I'm pretty sure he's cheating with some supercapacitors in there, some charged up supercapacitors. No way in mine.
It's actually just really clever design engineering that's gone into it.
Before I let them go, however, there's just a couple of questions I've been burning to ask them.
And you guys get on alright, do you?
No, not really. No.
Which one of you is the best engineer?
Well, obviously me.
As we saw today,
I actually designed the best car.
Because mine was the fastest.
Because my car went the fastest apart from Adam's. But obviously Adam had the casing over the top, so there's some supercapacitors inside it that were giving us an advantage.
I think that's my cue to leave. But we'll be back again soon with another incredible episode of Fieldhouse Challenges, where the boys will be looking for the 100-gram bridge that can support the most weight. And with another £1,000 cash prize up for grabs, what are you waiting for? Get designing.
I'm the best engineer.
So, the next Fieldhouse engineering competition, what's it going to be?
It's going to be a bridge competition. So, yeah, someone guessed it right on the Fieldhouse Challenges page. 360-degree span. You're allowed to use whatever material you want. And it has to be less than 100 grams and support the most amount of weight.
Yeah, that's right. So 360 millimeters.
What did I say?
Degrees.
Did I say degrees?
Yeah, and anyway, yes.
Sorry.
As you say, we're gonna be testing it with a little hook in the centre. You might have seen this on the Facebook page, and we're going to pull it down with a winch through some pulleys and a strain gauge in there. So we will break your bridge. Don't worry about that.
So if you want it back, it's going to be snapped in half.
Yeah, you probably don't want it back.
Yeah. But we'll offer it. You can have it back if you want. But yeah, that's the next challenge.
Good luck.